Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming in and leaving a message. I appreciate it. How are you guys doing? Just going live, killing some time while I wait for my kid. I thought I'd do a live stream. Not sure how long I'll be on, but anyhow, um, I don't know if any of you guys have seen footage of January 6th on Tucker Carlson. The truth came out last night. And Chuck Schumer got butthurt. Oh, the Democrats are rolling in the grave. They're tweaking. It's hilarious. But anyways, that's all I have to say about that. I will be releasing uh, videos of that on my other channel. Um, so I got it actually downloaded on DVR, and in the process of recording it. I'm gonna release the first part of it either tonight or tomorrow. Probably more tomorrow. So, excuse me. Anyhow, yes, indeed. Like I said, I don't know how long I'm going to be live. My phone's. Hold on, you guys. Yeah, I don't know how long I'll be on live, but my phone's at 35%. But I'm going to be on for a little while. Um, anyways, I'm on the road to 500. I still want to appreciate and say thank you to the people that helped me, with subscribers yesterday or the day before, to get me, you know, moving again in the right direction. So I just wanted to make sure I, show my thanks to them. Hi, sister. Vanessa, how are you? Good to see you, sister. How are you doing today? Good to see you. I'm doing good. I'm just here chilling, killing time while my daughter's doing her thing. Thought I'd just do a live stream again. I'm gonna try to be on for about a half hour, give or take. I don't know how long my battery on my phone will be, but I'm gonna try to. I'm shooting for at least a half hour, maybe a little longer. I don't know. We'll see. Play it by ear. But I appreciate you going, or I appreciate you being there. How are you doing there, Sister Vanessa? Sorry, guys. It's the end of the day. I'm a little gumwump, little tired, but I appreciate you being here, sister. How are you? It's good to see you again. Um, I think you were in my live stream this morning, if I recall. I could be wrong. Um, but hopefully you're doing well there, sister. Not any real topic really. Just kind of chilling and yeah, just no real topic. Just kind of chill and whatever comes. Talk about whatever. Um, Victoria, oh, at work too. That slipped out there, sister. You're not supposed to. It could be worse. Sometimes people call me big time, and I said, yeah, it could be worse. I've been called worse. Oh, but anyways, let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. Your daughter's named Victoria. That's right. I forgot about that. Well, good, sister. I'm glad to hear it. I made a video earlier for Sister Patty. I think you've seen it. Um, yeah, she's supposed to go in the hospital, but she missed her appointment. So that's all I know. But if you could keep her in your prayers, that would be awesome. She's a good Christian woman, um, a very sweet lady. So if you can keep her in your prayers. Um, I don't know exactly what's going on, but she said infusion, whatever that means. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but um, I went live also, and I also did a video for her. Put their link or put her link in the comment section. But yeah. Anyhow, um, yeah, I made a video for her sister. I'm gonna say your daughter's name again. Oh boy, just just roll with it. I'm a little tired, a little out of it, so if I slip, I apologize. But yeah, so I good to hear that you're doing well and things are going well with you. That's good to hear. And everything's going well with me. Um, yeah, there's things that I would love to talk about, but I'm not gonna do it here. Uh, Only thing I'm just gonna be um, what's what's the word? Um, I don't know. Not tell you the full story. Just pray for my parents because of things I can't say here on YouTube. But if you could say a prayer for my parents because um, they got issues. Because I was brought in the family of a Christian family that where I was always um, taught if you can't say anything nice, you can't don't say anything at all. Um, and I'm just gonna be brief. I'm not gonna tell you the whole thing. Um, they are not preaching what they taught me as a child. I'm just gonna be vague. Okay. Um, just pray for my parents because they're they got issues and they don't know when to not say anything. Um, you know, say things that they shouldn't be saying. Um, as parents, they need to be um, supportive, and um, I don't get that from my parents. So I'm gonna leave it at that. But just pray for my parents that they will, you know, mince ways. I mean, they just don't know when not to say anything, you know. So I'll leave it at that. Yeah, they have changed, sister. They have changed, and I love my parents. So don't get me wrong, sister. But you know, no disrespect for my parents, but the way they've treated me and my wife is uncalled for, and it's rather embarrassing. Being a Christian family, you shouldn't be treating your certain someone like that. Um, but yeah, it's like I said, I don't try to be disrespectful to my parents, but I'm not the only son that sees it. That seems like now I'm the parent and they're the children by the way they act. And I hate and that's no disrespect to my parents. They're still my parents, but it looks like the roles were reversed. Now I'm their parent and they're the children. And I'm being vague because this is the internet. But yeah. So just you know, pray for my parents that they will see what they're doing is not okay. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Yeah. So yeah, and this, and also I was brought up the family. You need to support one another as a family. You know, and they don't do that. So, and that's not of God. God would want us. be a family, be supportive, you know, not tear, your siblings or your children for that matter. So I'm just gonna leave it at that because of obvious reasons. Excuse me, but I appreciate you coming in there, sister. You're more than welcome to drop your link to your channel if you like. Um, you're more than welcome to do so. Okay, sis. And I really do appreciate you being here very, very much. Um, yeah, it's a tough situation. I do have to say, because I'm caught in the middle. You know, I think you might get the gist of what I'm saying. I'm caught in the middle. Okay, and no parent should put their son in this predicament. If that makes any sense to you, I'm being vague for obvious reasons. You already know, but yeah. So, anyways, moving on. Um, yeah, it's like I said, just pray for my parents that God will soften their hearts and make them realize, whoa, maybe I should keep that kind of stuff to ourselves. So, yeah, yeah, I know. It's not it's something that you should never put your son or daughter through this predicament. Okay, and it's not showing a very good example as a Christian parents. Okay, and that's you know I've been embarrassed multiple times because of that because they don't know when to not say anything. Just keep their negativity to themselves. You know, and they keep on making the same mistake. If it was the first time, I forgive them, but they keep on making the same mistake over and over and over again. So it's, yeah, stressful. Let's put it that way. It's very stressful. So if you can keep my parents in your prayers as well, that would be awesome. So yeah, it's both of them. It's both my mom and dad. More my dad than my mom. So, and like I said, I'm not trying to talk down about my parents. I love my parents, but they got issues. Hey, what's up, Gavin? How are you doing? Good to see you, Gavin. You can put your link down. Thank you for coming back or coming on this live stream as well. How are you doing, Gavin? Please check out Gavin. He's a gamer, you guys. If you can go over there and show Gavin some love, that'll be awesome. And if you guys can share me out, that'll be awesome as well. I'm trying to be on for about an hour, give or take. We'll see. My phone is at I think 30 plus. So either my phone die or I don't know. We'll just play it by ear. Towards the end of the live stream, we can go and do a raid. In case somebody's live, we can go do a raid on their channel. If you guys like to do that here in a little while. But let's see what you're saying there, sis. Yeah, yeah, in the relationship, yeah. It's a really, really um I just have a lot of built up anger towards them because of certain reasons I'm not going to say here. Um, and I'm asking God to, you know, really, I want to forget and move on, but it's really hard. It's not easy when your loved ones make the same mistake over and over and over and over again, and it puts a lot of stress on me because I'm caught in the middle. And yeah, I wish I could say more to you, there, sister Vanessa, but I can't. This is the internet. Um, Got to be careful. So, anyways, moving on. Um, yeah, if you want to put your link down, Vanessa, I don't know if you're still making content. Thank you, Gavin. I appreciate it. Are you going live tonight, Gavin? Yeah, it's you get the gist what I'm saying. I think you get it, you know. So, it's something I've been dealing with for many years. Okay. And it just seems like it's just years go by, it's getting a little worse. Um, just because who I was just talking about. Yeah, there's a good chance, sister, moving to Missouri. Yes, that's a very good possibility because there's no way I could ever afford to buy a house up here in Pacific Northwest. Um, it's too expensive. Uh, yeah, there's no way that I could ever afford to buy a house here. So the house that we've looked a little bit on the internet. The house that we'll look in, 3 bedrooms, um, for only a little over $100,000. Um, Over where I live currently, it would be over $500,000. It easily, if not right at $1 million. That's a huge gap difference. And I'm not. Let's put it this way: uh, the house that I spent most of my childhood in, I moved up here when I was 11 years old, um, from Oregon. I'm originally from Gresham, Damascus area of Oregon. Um, I moved up here then, but the second house that we rented one house when we first got up here. Then my parents bought a house for back in 86, 87. At the time, it was like 90,000. Now that house is worth over $1 million. Mind boggling. Yes, see, how many rooms did it have? 4 bedroom house. I forget the square footage. I think it's about 2,000 square feet, give or take. The house was built in the 76 or late 70s. Um, but yeah, it's now worth over $1 million, and that's blows my mind. So yeah, so my parents moved back to Oregon. Um, you probably know that. But they own a mobile home in Arizona, between Flagstaff and Phoenix area. Actually, I've been there. I've been to Arizona once. Let's see what you're saying. The reason why, I can tell you the reason why. My opinion, it's because it's run by Republicans. It's a red state. It's not liberals that tax you to death, like the whole West Coast. That's why it's cheaper. Um, Inflation is not as bad in those states than it is here, and people are silly enough to vote for new taxes because so we can get a new stadium or repair a road or this and that. They have voted number of times for gas tax. It's like you guys are shooting yourself in the foot, or you're ruining it for the people behind you that wants to buy a house but they can't afford to buy a house because it's too expensive. Yeah, Yeah, Florida, Arizona. Um, yeah, it's more of a Republican state. Um, and I'm not going to get into it. Last election, or yeah, I'll just leave it at that. But Florida is the red state, and they don't tax their people that live there like they do up here. Not by not even close. We got sales tax, income tax. You know, I think sales tax up here, at least where I live, it's at least 10%, if I recall. Last time I checked. But yeah, it's because how the states are run and how they tax their people that live there. That's why it's so expensive to live up here, or the whole West Coast in general. Um, so yeah, and I don't know if you have heard. Um, I guess about 60 to 80% of Oregon people wanted to deflect, or they want to uh, come Idaho. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but people are down there are so unhappy with the way the mayor is running that town. That hey, Seawolf, how you doing, sister? Good to see you, my favorite sister from a different mister. Both of you sisters are awesome. But I don't know if you've heard this, Seawolf. Idaho and big chunk of Oregon, or they want to merge and become Idaho, or at least 60 to 80% of Oregon wants to come to be in Idaho. I don't know if you ladies, sisters have heard about that, but that's what they're trying to do. The Republicans from Oregon are trying to do that. I don't know the process, how to do it, but they've been talking about that for years. But I don't know if you guys have heard that. Idaho is a red state. So is Montana, um, Wyoming. I've been all over those states. Of course, I'm pretty sure Texas is red. Um, Arizona, um, Florida, and a few other states. But yeah, there's a good chance um, that me and my family are really seriously considering moving to Missouri, where you have a family that truly wants to be there with you and love you unconditionally. Um, and I don't have that. I used to have that, but some reason, what we talked about earlier, Sister Vanessa, um, that my parents have changed, mentally changed, since they've gotten older. And I love my parents, don't get me wrong, but their maturity level is not as high as when I was a kid. I Don't get me wrong, I love my parents to death, but they're pretty messed up the way they think. But anyways, yeah, so we got family over there. My wife's cousin's husband says, "Hey, when are you guys packing up and moving over here?" So we got family that actually wants you around and wants you, over there and love you unconditionally. Where I would live over there, if hypothetically, if we move over there, it would be Jefferson City, and that's the capital of Missouri. And I've been there 3 or 4 times. I Only thing I do have to say, I would miss um, the coast, the ocean. I would miss going to the ocean. I do have to say that if we do move over there, I would miss the ocean dearly. Um, so but you got to do what's best for the family. So we'll see. Oh, that's right. You're from Minnesota. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Tennessee's red state. Arkansas. I'm not sure. Let's see what you're saying, sis. Yeah, I'll be right next door to them if we move over there. Or like pretty close. Um. Yeah. Yeah. It's Oh, it's work. Oh, okay. Yeah. Um, were you born in Arkansas or were you born in Tennessee there, sister? I was originally born, like I said, from Oregon. I've lived up in Washington State. Obviously, I was 11 when I moved up here, and I'm now almost 49. It's scary. Black Hills, where's that? Arkansas, sister? Seawolf? Because I don't know. I wouldn't know. I just know Jefferson City, St. Louis, and Kansas City area of Missouri. You don't miss the ocean, really? Oh, okay. Well, to each their own. South Dakota. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I've been bits and pieces. South Dakota. Um, I've been in a lot of states. Of course, I live in Washington State, Oregon, California, Arizona, Nevada, Montana, Idaho, um, Arizona. I think I already said that. Texas, Florida, Cape Cod, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Chicago, um, and a few others. Oh, Wyoming, um, and a few other states. I've been in a lot of states. Oh, you were born in Arizona. Okay, and that's where you live right now, isn't it? I think you said earlier. Yeah. What part of Arizona? See, I've been like I said, I've been there one time. I was helping my buddy move from there to where we're at now. I've been in the Phoenix, Flagstaff area. Um, Arizona, the parts I was at, it was very, very beautiful. But yeah, it was hot. The first day I was there, it was 108. Um, the next day it was 105. I was only there maybe 48 hours or maybe a little more. But yeah, Arizona's cool, especially in the Flagstaff area, Phoenix. Yeah, I mean, we've thought about moving there as well, but we're most likely not going to. It would be in Missouri if any other. If no other state, I would probably live in. I want you know got family over there. I actually have. Oh, you're in Phoenix? I've been there. Um, my friend's mom lived, let's see, only maybe 5 minutes away from Cardinal Stadium, and where the not Seahawks, but where the Mariners have spring training. Uh, I was probably only about 5-10 minutes away from where I stayed when I was there. Um, So yeah, it's a beautiful state. I like Arizona. Oh, Colorado. I've been to Colorado too. I forgot about that one. I've been up to Pikes Peak in there, Colorado. My aunt was, well, my aunt's husband was in the military. He was in the Navy. Um, see what town in, what's it called? Gosh, I can't remember. But I've been to Colorado. I've been to Pikes Peak. Um, yeah, I've been to Vegas. I haven't been on the Strip. I was going through Hoover Dam to Arizona. I wasn't driving. It was my friend. But I've been to through there. Not the strip. I've never been to Vegas in the strip. I've been around it, but not actually downtown. So, but anyways, yeah, we were. It was really late. It was like about 2 o'clock in the morning. Going through the Hoover Dam area. So yeah, it was. Yeah, they have really crazy weather there too. The temperature, yeah. But I loved it. We went to the Garden of the Gods, Pikes Peak, Royal Gorge, Denver. My aunt lived in Colorado Springs. That's where they were stationed at. So they lived actually off the base. They didn't live on the base. So yeah, here in just a little bit, you guys. Let's see, what's my phone percentage? Hold on, 23%. Um, but yeah, it. I've been in a lot of states. Wyoming is pretty cool. I've been to Jackson Hole in Wyoming. So Colorado is beautiful. Um, like I said, I've been to Pikes Peak, um, Royal Gorge, Garden of the Gods. Um, sad story about that. My cousin actually um, died there, slipped off the rock and landed on and dropped. So that's a sad story. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, so I've been all over. But yeah, we're thinking about moving to Missouri. Like I said, I can't ever afford to drive or afford to get a house up here. But in Missouri, we actually have a chance to buy a house. So let's see what sister said. Oh, and my town. No, I don't think I've ever been there. Is that a town? I know that's a motorcycle dealership. Is that also called a town? Or I don't know. But yeah, I've been through the capital of Montana. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, I've been Missoula. That's it, Missoula, Montana. But yeah, we were going through the mountains, heading back to this neck of the woods. We were going through the mountains, man. It is pitch dark, and the time we were going through, it was raining hard, and it was, you know, black. You couldn't see hardly anything in front of you. But yeah, it was a good travel because we drove from here to Spokane, Washington, through Idaho, through Montana, and back to Idaho on the bottom right hand corner. It's called what was the name of the town? I can't remember. I don't know. That was just a long way, I guess. I'm trying to. It's close to Scott. It's close to Scottsdale or somewhere popular name in Idaho. I can't think of the town, but yeah. Let's see what you're saying. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, my dad used to. I remember as a kid, my dad used to have. I think it was a Honda Cruiser. We used to take rides on that. My dad made a homemade seat out of wood and put it on the bike. I remember my used to take motorcycle rides around where we lived. That's when I lived in Oregon. I was a young kid. I remember that when I was a kid. And also too, I know I'm all over the map, guys, but I remember too when I was a child. Um, Back in see if I give you guys the date, see if you guys can guess what I'm talking about. Okay, this is a quiz. It happened May 5th, 1980. This is probably way before Sister Victoria was even born. I'm guessing. I was born in '74, November of '74. But let's see if Seawolf gets this one. This is a good quiz. What happened May? I think it was May 5th or sometime in May of 1980. Do you know what happened on that date? I'll just give you a clue. It was in Oregon. It happened in May of 1980. Let's see if you guys can guess what that is. Um, that's the only clues I can give you without telling you uh, the answer. Let's see if you guys can guess what I'm talking about. Let's see. Oh, let's see if Sea Wolf. Do you remember what happened of May of 1980? I was 6 or 7 years old at the time when it happened. You're warm. You're warm, Seawolf. You're very warm. You're almost on fire. You're close. What you are almost dead on accurate. What um what happened specifically? What happened? Of happened May of 1980. I'll give you one more clue, but you're right on it. You're really close. What mountain and what happened? And it happened May of 1980. I'll give you one more. No clue. No tornado. I'll see if Seawolf. I'll give her one more guess. Then I'll let you guys know what happened. Ding 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 ding. Yes, you got it right. May of 1980, Mount St. Helens erupt, and my dad actually has ca- camera, one of those old film cameras. He was filming it, blowing up. It was so bad that we actually had ash. Hold on, you guys. My wife's calling. Sorry, guys. I don't know if you're still there. That was, can you hear me? Press one if you guys can hear me. In 1980, yes, there was one guy in the mount around Mount St. Helens refuses to leave um, the mountain and the. Okay, thank you, Seawolf. Uh, so you know, if you go look it up and watch it, yeah, it knocked so many trees and buried him in his house. So yeah, there was a couple fatalities. People ignored the warning signs and say, "Hey, you need to get out. You need to go, or otherwise you're not going to make it." And he didn't make it. But yeah, it blew off a good chunk of one side of the mountain. What what I was trying to say, there was so much ash. It actually, we had ash on our driveway where I lived when I was a child, and my brother had enough ash to fill. Hey, how you doing, Will? Enough ash from Mount St. Helens. I don't know if you remember those old jars of Adams peanut butter, glass. He had one completely filled of the ash from Mount St. Helens. We were just talking about May of 1980. That was probably before you were born there, Will. I'm guessing. I was 6 or 7 at the time. I was a little one. May of 1980, Mount St. Helens blew up, and yeah, if you guys watch, if you look it up on Google or whatever, yeah, you should watch it. I mean, it just covered the sky. You couldn't see the sun. Yeah, that's how thick it was. And we had, oh, you youngster. Yeah, yeah, I just remember as a child, my oldest brother, he's 2 years older than me. Um, yeah, he had a huge jar of okay, Sea Wolf, thank you for coming. Much love to you, sister. But yeah, he had an old Adams peanut butter um jar full of ash. Oh, okay. Yeah, my brother's he's a he was born October 9th of 78, and I was born in November of 74, almost 75. And actually, I was born November 13th. I looked it up, to make sure it wasn't Friday. It was actually a Wednesday. Phew. That would, if I was actually born on Friday, that would explain a lot my bad luck. But no, I was actually born on a Wednesday of November 13th, 74. But yeah, so we're just kind of shooting the breeze. Well, no real topic. Uh, Somehow we start talking about um, things, the states that we've been in um, through our life, and I've been through a lot of many states, probably at least 15 states I've been through. I've been to Florida one time back in March of '06. Um, then I've been Cape Cod, Rhode Island, Montana, Idaho, Nevada, California, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, um, Missouri. I've been all over, but we're just kind of talking about little things here and there. But we were at the end here. We were talking about what happened of May of 1980. But anyways, I'm gonna have to get going because my phone's just about broke here. I'll see how much 17%. But my daughter's thing is almost over. I'll stay on for another, I don't know, 14 minutes. But yeah, we were just kind of talking about that, Will. If you're still here, I don't know. Um, yeah, let's see what you're saying there, sis. Oh, you were born on the Labor Day. Okay. Yeah, I looked it up because my birthday is 13th of November. Um, I was hoping it wasn't Friday the 13th because you know it wasn't. Thank goodness it was on a Wednesday. So that would, if I was born on a Friday, that would explain my bad luck. I don't know. I don't really believe in superstition, but just hypothetically. But I do appreciate you being here, you guys. I'm gonna vape real quick, but sister, if you want to drop a link to your channel, you could do so. If you know anybody that's live streaming, uh, please drop their link and you guys can do a raid on that channel because I'm gonna have to leave here shortly. Like I said, my phone's near dead. So hold on here. I'm gonna vape. I'll be right back. Did you miss me? I wouldn't. Just kidding. Just kidding. Dry humor. Just roll with it, guys. Yeah. Oh, my wife is calling again. Hold on.